Alright, hello and welcome to this very first playthrough of the Alters. Last time we did day 73 and 74. The game has broken on us. We were unable to talk to the scientist to finish his quest line. I put a lot of fucking effort into getting it done. So let's see if we, now that it's a new day, let's see if we can fucking talk to him. I'm sorry, I'm upset. Because, no! It won't. There it is. Fucking, oh god. Jesus, oh thank god. Alright, fuck you. Congratulations on your discovery. We're skipping all this dialogue because we did it all yesterday. I had to reload. It's a long fucking story if you didn't watch the last video.
When something... What? The main... And then what?
See how we've already chosen all these? We're just going back and having the exact same conversation.
And I... Destiny... What happened? You live... You do... That's... I... Just... Thank you.
Okay, now you can fucking go. So this game is broken, dude. So there is another option. The game is broken for two reasons. Number one, I wasn't able to talk to scientists yesterday, and I totally should have been able to, but that's a little bug, whatever. The bigger problem, I've already had this conversation, which is why I don't have a problem talking over it. If you let the scientist go before you do the research for one of the options, what happens? Do you just get fucked and die? Or do you get a bad ending? The game shouldn't even allow you to do that. I'm curious to know...
Goodbye.
Scientist has left the base for good. Alright, so we have nothing to do other than leave, right? So this is the end. This is going to be the end of the game. Before we finish, do that. Alters game... What happens if you let the scientist leave before research is done? Can you finish the game? Here's a Reddit thread. Can you finish the game without the scientist? No. If you created a third altar in Act 1 without the scientist and then just explore a bit in Act 1, you'll find something... No. No. Can you finish the game? Oh, they're saying if you've never even built the scientist. If you let the scientists leave the base, they'll venture out alone, you'll find a new bridge. That's not what I'm worried about. Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just end this fucking game. You know, just to be clear, I absolutely adore this game, and we're gonna talk about it more here. I'm assuming this is gonna be the last thing we do. I could be wrong. This is a point of no return. Make sure you have prepared everything you want before proceeding. Let's just go. I think this is a fantastic game. Final day, finish Act 3. All right. I think this is a fantastic game overall, but boy, it's got just a couple of bugs that are fucking crippling. Say goodbye to the miner, the worker, and the refiner. Okay. Where's the contemplation room? Oh, it doesn't even say what day it is anymore. I just walk right by him. Wait. Fuck. In Ark sarcophagus? What are you doing down there? Have a safe trip.
Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Of course. So...
Think we're gonna make it? I mean, get out of this on our own terms? I'm pretty damn sure we will.
Pretty damn sure. Well.
Is that unwavering positivity on?
Careful.
Be careful. It's become a habit.
Don't worry.
won't forget about the cynic
I
in
hope
me.
not. If anything happens,
Remember to take good care of yourself. You owe it to all of us, and stay positive. Oh. Let's tell him. There's something you should know. Ben is dead.
There's something you should know. I didn't want to break this to you earlier.
I wasn't sure how you'd handle it. Come on, spit it out.
After you came back,
I got a call from
it was
Lucas.
about that. Apparently, there was an accident on the rig. What? That was in my life path. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be different here, right? Tell me he's okay. I'm sorry. He didn't make it. What? You're lying. I don't believe you.
Okay. I wish I could have done something.
I'm so sorry. I wish there was something I could have done. Yeah. Me too. I'm such a fool. I should have stayed behind and died.
Well. Oh, he's in there now, huh? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, social room. Alright, come on, worker. Bug strikes again. We just can't talk to the worker. That fucking better resolve itself. What the fuck is this, man? It's like the game just doesn't want me to finish it. God damn it, dude. Fuck. The bugs in this game are going to have a huge fucking impact on my overall enjoyment of it. They just are. They just are. Once it gets to the point where they're just fucking so in the way that you can't ignore them. This is not, oh, Skyrim, the giant launched you back to Earth, haha, or out of the atmosphere, haha. This is not like that. This is, you can't play this anymore. You don't get to play anymore because we didn't get our shit together enough to have this game in working condition before it launched. That's a problem, man. And this is not the only problem I've had. We had all that shit yesterday with the scientist. We multiple problems with that. The game has just full on crashed over and over again, and the game only saves at the beginning of the day. So I'll have 45 minutes of progress that I lose in a fucking blink of an eye because this game, the autosave system just seems to assume, oh, everything's gonna be fine, don't worry about it. No. Everything is not fine. Let's load, I guess. Yeah, I know that happens every time. Why are you just now giving me this warning? Let's try the fuck again. Major issues with this game. Major fucking problems. And I heard, it wasn't today, it was yesterday, I was trying to read about something else that was broken, and I got a... Dude... What the fuck are you doing to me? Let's talk to someone else first. The miner is in the Ark sarcophagus too? Let's talk to him. Oh, now they're all here. Oh, okay, I understand what the bug is. If you talk to one of them before they all get down there, they stop moving. What a stupid fucking bug. All right, let's talk. Let's talk to the refiner and go through all this bullshit that we just did.
Thanks. What? Don't I? Wait. What? I'm sorry. What? I'm so sorry.
What's that? What's the name of the? What's the name of the developer for this game? Is this their first game? No. 11-Bit Studios, this is not their first game. I know 11-Bit Studios. Frostpunk. This War of Mine. Anomaly. These guys don't have a fucking excuse. They have no fucking excuse. For the junk.
Wish me luck. Good luck.
State of this fucking game.
We don't make it.
It's not the buggiest game I've ever played, but it has some key bugs in some horrible fucking places. I don't even care about the very end of this game now. It's taken me out of it entirely. I learned a lot from you too. Whatever. I don't care about your story anymore because your bugs are too fucking in the way. What a jerk you could have become. How much I can really endure. Yeah, but we both know we don't have to be strong. We can be with what we have, what we feel. The words of a new beginning. Blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whatever. Kind of ruined it for me, these fucking bugs. Especially toward the end of the game. I have a long-standing theory that I'm pretty sure is true, which is as a game goes on, the bugs get worse, because if you're 2 weeks from launch and you're trying to fix all the bugs at the last minute because you didn't plan appropriately or whatever, which ones are you going to fix first? The ones at the very beginning of the game that break it, or the ones at the very end of the game that break it? Obviously you're going to do the beginning, because the people that play the review copies are only going to play the first 6 hours or so. So you got to get all the bugs in the first few hours fixed first, and then you can deal with the end game ones on a later patch or something. And then maybe that happens. Sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't, right? I don't know. Fierce Ocelots always stick together.
Always so.
Keep up the good work, comrade. You too, buddy. Take care. Answer the call from Earth. I don't care about the story anymore. If that's a problem for the devs, then they should have fucking fixed their game. I'm just tired of having to reload saves over and over again just to try and navigate the fucking minefield that is all the bugs in this game.
Done. How are preparations?
Everything's ready. No, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And your alters?
Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I know about Patient 313. And
many others,
you
probably.
do.
Is that how you're gonna treat my alters as well?
Just erase their data if they happen to die. No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Unfortunate things happen, very unfortunate, and I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer, but it happened. I can't turn back the clock.
I can't turn back the clock. All we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better.
You can't let me down now. You? What about my alters? Your alters. I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. Make their existence really matter, not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose.
We can only do together, you and me.
Don't let emotions get the better of you. No, I don't agree with that.
No.
They're thinking, feeling individuals, not byproducts we can neutralize.
Is that what you thought when you were creating them? Or is it just something you want to believe, so you, deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do?
And the safest for you. For me?
Yes.
You're aware that if we don't follow through his plan, I'll have to disclose everything to the corporation. What?
Because it would be the
Because it would be the truth about
Using
you.
my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law for purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime
Purely
in
selfish?
jail,
Give me a break.
be stigmatized by society, and as for your alters, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
I'm not.
I'm not betraying
Well,
them.
they don't have to know. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing, so I advise you to think this through very carefully.
I owe them nothing. I created them.
One false move, and you can destroy everything.
That's like saying a mother doesn't owe anything to her child.
Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want.
A free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your alters on board the ship as you were told and do nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing. Alright. Meet the rescue team. Where are they? They at the airlock? Are they outside? We don't have a timer anymore.
This is it. Thanks for saving my life. Being a home for me. For us.
Look at all the Rapidian marks.
John Dolsky, this is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky, and we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
Ready to do it all over again if needed.
What a champ. I wish I'd met you earlier. Operating that base, getting it to the other side of the planet, collecting Rapidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
I'll tell you more when we get back.
I'll tell you more when we land. We'll have a lot of time to talk, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beat. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup.
A gritty ass?
All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that Rapidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for...
I made 6 arcs. Contamination?
Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dolsky, did you have a cat that climbed into a Rapidium arc or anything?
Cat, that's impossible.
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
As long as we've got Rapidium, who cares?
The explanation I can give you is that we've got a lot of Rapidium in there. Whatever else your equipment is detecting, I don't think it matters much. And I'm sure there'll be experts on the ground to analyze it properly back on Earth.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Our job is to bring back the goods, not overthink it. It's not like we're going to leave part of the cargo behind. The
Boss
boss
is
will
weak.
kill us.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
This is where Lucas comes in and he reroutes the ship or something, right? plant the sleeping gas on the ship.
It was nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy.
Blowing up the base would be pretty insane.
Focus on more aggressive thoughts into we've got all day. Yes, sir. Head out to the research lab and we should be done.
You set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
Equip the rat. Hey, Lucas is in this with me.
Come on.
That's called reliance. We learned that lesson.
More secured.
All good on our side too.
Come on.
All right, let's get the hell out of here before we get fired.
Made it. This takes care of everything now.
There should be 7. I built 6, didn't I? I believe I built 6 Rapidium marks plus the fake one. So there should be 7. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe there are only 5. I built a fuckload.
Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
So 4 of them ended up on the planet. The scientist by himself, and the technician, and the botanist, and the... Oh, no, just the technician and the botanist, right? Okay, epilogue. All right, here we go.
Good news on the food front, as another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This time not by a big corporation, but a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six has taken Rapidium from research to production.
Nice.
And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rapidium entering the market is great news. Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box. And their priority is not to boost their stock prices, but to make their mark in the industry. I'm sure more will follow
What's that
to create
accent?
a competitive environment, and in the long run, Rapidium-grown food will become much cheaper and more available.
Is it Scottish?
For everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
We're going to court.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
The clueless builder.
That version in which I'm just a clueless builder.
Correct. As expected, Maxwell is trying to pin it all on you. Hijacking the ship, conducting those branching experiments without informing him. We have to convince the court that it was exactly the other way around, that he made you do all those things. Are you ready to do that?
With his track record in mind, and mine, it should be easy to convince them of that.
I was just doing as I was told.
I mean, do they not have the records
We
of
have to keep
us
the
speaking?
conflict between using
But
him
I
and
guess they
Alec
probably
work
don't.
to our advantage.
And the corporation is still on my side.
They fucking better be.
Never admit that they lost control of your mission.
So the strategy to put the blame on Maxwell.
Is consulted with them, yes.
Doesn't, no, that's not selling your soul.
Sounds
That's
like a
smart.
smart plan.
It's what you hired me for. Keep Ally Corp happy and they will have no interest in complicating your trial. They got Rapidium, and they don't want anyone questioning the methods that were used to get it.
So,
If I want to play along,
You need to make Maxwell look like a madman.
he is a bit of a madman. Maybe that's all he ever was.
maybe that's all he ever was.
So how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified,
Lucas,
Penn,
oh, okay.
and he disclosed some very incriminating facts about Maxwell's experiments from the past. It's gold for us.
That's the spirit. Go get him, Lucas.
Yup. Looks like the corporation is gonna have a lot on their plate because of that one. But
That's not our problem.
In fact, it can turn all the attention to Maxwell and possibly even get you acquitted.
Really? It's that good?
It
Can be.
Just
Just play a role of a grateful employee and let the corporation take over the narrative.
Yeah, right.
Anything else I should know?
Reached out to your ex-wife.
She agreed to testify in your favor and against Maxwell. No, yeah, let her testify. That's great news.
Yes.
Being backed by the new head of
Backed by the
Rapidium
new head of
Technologies will
Rapidium
definitely score
Technologies
you
will definitely
some
score you
points.
some points.
Oh, nice. Good for her. Can I talk to her?
Do you think I could talk to her after the trial?
Technically you could, but I'm afraid she's made it very clear she preferred to
But
stay
I'm
away
afraid
from, well,
she's made it
everything that
very
concerns
clear
you.
that she'd prefer to stay away from, well, everything that
Yeah,
concerns
yeah, I've gotten that before.
I see.
you.
Let's practice your testimony.
Yeah.
No need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can
Okay.
wait.
Are you
you
absolutely sure about this? Your future...
sure you've got
Oh,
this?
spelling error.
Your future depends on it.
I know.
I know, don't worry.
I'm
I'm ready to face it. That sounds like it went about as well as I could have possibly hoped for. I mean, this is a, it looks like there's lots of different endings you could have gotten. That... Is there an ending better than that? From J2Y. What the fuck is J2Y? J2 Yawn. Whatever. I mean, that's a pretty good ending, right? I think we did pretty good. That's gonna be it. Title card, baby. Give me that big title card. That boom title card. Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Maxwell's Path. Finish the game with Maxwell's help. But then we threw him under the bus anyway, right? I feel like that's a win-win. I feel like we got the best ending we could have gotten. Maybe not, but... Alright, we did it. First things first, the bottom center of the screen says that we have beaten 33 games in 2025 and 586 since we started doing this in 2020. I don't know what those numbers are. Those are way off. We've beaten 34 games in 2025 and 587 since we started doing this. Let's go. Okay. Let's talk about the ups and downs of the Alters, shall we? I have lots of thoughts on this game. The bottom line is, I really wasn't, as I was playing this game, I really wasn't giving a lot of thought to how much I was enjoying it. And the reason is, I was so preoccupied with it and so obsessed with it as I was playing with it that I didn't really have time to think about how much I was enjoying it. I was just enjoying it. This is overall a phenomenal game. What's good about this game? Well, so when it comes to I think a very underserved subgenre in gaming is the survival game with all of the base building and the survival elements and those resource management and all that stuff, but with a heavy narrative thread and a very clear beginning, middle, and end. I'm all for people that enjoy games like Stardew Valley and those kinds of games where they just kind of go on forever and you can kind of just sandbox your way through them for as long as you want. That's fine that people enjoy those games, but I'm not really into those kinds of games. I like games that I can start and finish, and because of that, I don't get to play a lot of survival games. Which is a shame, because there are lots of things about them I really enjoy. And I think the survival game with the heavy narrative thread is such a great combination that there are some games like that, but there aren't enough. Games like Subnautica is a really good example of that. I've heard Grounded is like that. I've heard The Long Dark is like that. These are games that are on my short list to play because I love the survival game with the narrative thread. I love that. And this game has that. It gives you that. It's got all the base building and base management and people management, relationship management stuff, like making sure morale is high, all that stuff that you would see in a game like Frostpunk, except it's not... Actually, I don't know much about Frostpunk. It's the same developer is the reason I bring it up. But there's a very clear goal. There's a very clear end. There's a very clear point where everything ends. I guess a lot of people that like survival games don't like that because they want to keep going, but I don't. I like the and the game really has both aspects are nailed. The base building is super fun. The way that you're trying to gather resources and you have to go out and put the mines down and then manage who's going to be in charge of them, and then scaling up gradually to get things that happen automatically and all that stuff. All that stuff is here and it all works splendidly. It's amazing. And going back to that narrative thread, the story is absolutely incredible. It's completely unique. There's I wouldn't consider this a spoiler, but the whole premise of the game is that you're making copies of yourself. So there's this one voice actor that's just killing it with, I don't know how many roles total. I didn't get all of them, but like 10 or something, different characters, but they're slightly different characters. They're not exactly different. It's a very nuanced role. That person did an excellent job. All of the sci-fi elements of this, like what you're mining and the implications of using all of the moral and ethical implications of creating people and all of the weird existential issues of like the nature of personal identity and the idea that like there are these sliding door moments in your life so that everything could change and turn you into a completely different person. All that was explored very thoroughly and in a very interesting, satisfying way. There are some things about this game I don't love. In fact, there's a couple of things about it there's one thing in particular that I hate, and that is the bugs. This game has some serious bugs. First of all, the game would just crash on you with some regularity. I think it happened at least 4 times to me. And a game crashing, depending on the game, can be a huge deal or not that big a deal at all. But the problem with this game is that the autosave system is set up to where it's only possible. You can't even manually... It's only possible to save at the beginning of the day, and it happens automatically whether you want it to or not. So at the very beginning of every day, it saves. You cannot save midday. You cannot forgo the save. It's very rigid. And so because of that, if it's 11 o'clock at night and your game crashes, you have just lost the entire day, which can be up to 45 minutes of progress, which happened to me once. A couple of times, actually. I lost lots of progress, multiple times in this game because of the crashes and the way that the autosave system is set up. I understand the saving once a day thing, auto system to a degree, but if you're going to have an autosave system like that, you better be damn sure that your game isn't crashing left and right. So that was a serious issue. There are also multiple problems with, I just can't, this person just won't talk to me, even though it's the only thing I can do. It's the only way to move the quest forward. The thought bubble just isn't there, and so I just can't talk to them, or the thought bubble's there, but the X is just grayed out, so I just can't talk to them. That happened multiple times. There were issues where there was an issue where I let a character do something that made them leave for a period of time, but the only way to move the game forward was to do something that required that person to be here. And so I just had to reload. I was just dead, and it would have taken a week for me to die. But I was like, I had gotten the game. There shouldn't be soft locks in a game like that where that kind of thing happens. That happened multiple times. There was another time where what was it? I let a character. I finished somebody's quest. But doing that caused me not to be able to do something. I don't remember. That kind of thing happened multiple times to where it was just, I just have to reload the whole day so that I don't do that. And it's something no reasonable person would have seen coming. It's not... You just think... You have a certain level of trust in a game that they're not going to... if you choose that option... Or if you not even choose an option, if you just talk to the character, it sets something in motion that blocks that character out from being able to do anything for the rest of the day, which is critical, and you need it done that day or you're going to die. And there were multiple situations where it was just like, the devs just clearly didn't think this through. You shouldn't be able to do that. There were, I can't remember them all, but there were several instances where that kind of thing was going on, and it was highly annoying. In fact, it was fucking irresponsible at a certain point. It's like, dude, guys, get your shit together, get your game in a state where it ships, where you can actually play it in a way that's intuitive without locking yourself out and hard soft locking it so you have to just reload. Anyway, it was fucking horrible. I'm not being dramatic. It's really unacceptable with some of the bugs in this game. They're bugs that if you just gave a little bit more forethought, you could have been prevented. I'm not going to go into all the specifics because we don't have time, but there was multiple times where this game just soft locked me because I was like, I shouldn't have talked to that guy before he finished doing this thing, because it automatically sets all this shit in motion. It was super, super annoying. The UI is pretty rough. I don't know I assume this game's available on PC. I don't know if it is, but I assume that it is. The base building, where you have to decide where the things go and move the modules around and stuff, was horrible on console. I'm sure it's better on PC because with a mouse, it's just much easier to move stuff around. But on console, you're trying to get this module, this 4x2 module, to fit into this spot, and every time you move it over to the right, it moves over 2. It's like, no, that's too much. I need to move just 1 over to the left, and then it moves 2 over to the left. And I would sit there for multiple minutes trying to get one module in the right spot, and it just wouldn't go. So I'd have to move something else out, toward into it, and then move a bunch of other stuff around, and then it would eventually fit. There was a lot of that. Also, the UI in general was pretty confusing. Something like the mission log stuff there would be conflicting information and stuff in it. So in other words, the big picture stuff is great. The actual game, even despite all those things, the game itself is excellent. It is I would definitely, I've already recommended it to my wife because she likes survival games. I would definitely recommend it if you like that kind of base building kind of game, especially if you're interested in something that has a clear beginning, middle, and end. I would definitely recommend it regardless, but watch out for the fucking bugs, man. And just be prepared to struggle with the UI, especially if you're playing on console. So, other than that, I think, again, like I said, otherwise it was, even despite all that, I did really enjoy it. When I think about where I'm going to rank a game like this, I'm going to think about other games that I've played with a narrative survival game, like something like Subnautica. I don't think I liked it as much as Subnautica because Subnautica has some other really intense things going for it, like the horror elements and, just the exploration in that game is something that you're not really going to get in a game like this. But I still really enjoyed it. It's potentially a top 100 game. Probably is a top 100 game, which is solid A tier, 9 out of 10 kind of a game, I would say. Yeah. Maybe 8 just because of the bugs. The game, where I decide to rank this game will suffer because of the bugs, because they really did put a damper on the experience, especially toward the end. They were suddenly all over the place. I have this theory that, I won't get into it, but the farther you get into games, the more bugs you're going to have, right? Because if you're a developer and you want the game to review well, you're going to fix the bugs at the beginning before you fix the ones at the end, right? And so I have run into this issue several times where as you play through the game, the bugs get worse and worse and worse. And that really put a damper especially the end of the game. By the end, I was just going through dialogue options. Like, I don't even fucking care. Just don't click on anything that's going to break the game, you know? But again, despite all that, I still really did love the game. So let's, I'll tell you what, last bit of business here. We can just skip this. I'll turn this back up. All right. Last order of business, the ALTERS. What a fun time overall. I did really enjoy this game. But even though we did love you as much as we did, ALTERS, it's been fun. Thanks to all the devs that put all their hearts and souls into this and everything. But we are now going to delete you from our console and never play you again. Bye! Appreciate you. Fix those bugs, but I still love you. Alright, that's it for the ALTERS. Brief roadmap for the rest of the... hold on one second. Alright, brief roadmap for the next few days in case you're interested. Dude, things are about to get fucking wild. Let me just show you how wild things are about to get. So today is August the 24th, right? 2025. Sorry, I'm still getting over COVID. I'll just show you. So, this is the new release schedule, and this is before every month before the month starts, I look up every game that's coming out in September, even the indie ones, to see if there's anything else I want to play. I'm not even sure I can do that this month because there's so much coming out that it's too big. There's so much coming out that I don't have time to play what is coming out. So today's August 24th, so we have 5 days until Lost Soul Aside come out. I was on the fence about playing it because I don't know if it's exactly my kind of game, but it looks like it's going to be fun, and I do want to play it. And if I didn't play it, the only reason I wouldn't is because I don't want to knock into the other release dates, but that's not a good reason not to play a game. So I am going to go ahead and play Lost Soul Aside on August 29th when it comes out. It's like an action hack and slash kind of a Devil May Cry is what it looks like. It looks a lot like Devil May Cry actually, but it looks interesting. So I'm going to play that. And then on September 4th, Hell Is Us and Hollow Knight Silksong come out. When I found out just the other day, they announced Hollow Knight Silksong's coming out September 4th. I was like, oh no, fuck me, dude. So that's going to be a 40-hour game, maybe. You know, and how long is the original Hollow Knight? It's got to be at least 25 hours. 27, yeah. And that's main story only. That's a game you want to spend some time in. You don't want to hurry through Hollow Knight, right? Which is why I'm going to wait. I'm going to play Hell Is Us. Hell Is Us is one of my most anticipated games of the year. And it probably won't be, I don't know much about it, but I don't think it'll be as long. So we're going to play that, and then as soon as we get done with that, it's going to depend on how long Hell Is Us takes. Because we're going to while we're playing that, we're going to blow through Hollow Knight, we're going to blow through Chronos the New Dawn, which is the Bloober Team game, the people that made Silent Hill 2. It's a new survival horror game. It looks like, you know, it could be my favorite game of all time. It's like the right kind of game. So we're going to blow through that. Baby Steps is that one from the Bennett Foddy where you have to learn to walk. That game looks incredible. Basically every game that's coming out in September is a must-play. And so I'm going to spend the rest of the year just playing them. But I'm not necessarily going to play them in order. Let's say, my guess is that when I'm done with Hell Is Us, it'll be about time for Borderlands 4 to come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip all these, even though I really want to play all of them. Because I also really want to play Borderlands 4. And then whenever I beat Borderlands 4, we'll see, you know, it'll probably be around the time for... we might be able to beat it before Dying Like the Beast, maybe. And then we might be able to beat that before Silent Hill F. And then we might be able to beat that before Ghost of Yotei comes out. And then after we beat Ghost of Yotei, I don't even remember what the Keeper is, but I remember it looked cool. But basically, I'm going to skip this and this. Not Black Ops, though. I'm going to play that day one. But during October, I'm going to go back and pick up, you know, probably Hollow Knight Silk Song, probably Chronos the New Dawn, babies. I'm going to spend the rest of the year playing what came out in September. Because the rest of 2025, there's not that much going on yet. But September and October are always busy months. Every year. September and October are busy months. And then it calms down around the holidays. I don't know why. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing for... so it's all new games. We're not playing any retro... If I have like a day or two, I might fit something in there. But... today's the 24th, and Lost Soul doesn't come out until the 29th, so I've got 4 days to play something. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking about maybe playing Halo 4. I was thinking about Castlevania 64, maybe another Mario game. I don't know. There's a lot of different options. I'm excited about a bunch of those options, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. If I look at my franchises... Sorry, I should have left this up. If I look at my franchise tabs, that's the one... There's a lot on here that I need to get back to. I need to play Gears Tactics. I need to play GTA 5 at some point. I don't have time for that right now. I want to play Onimusha 2. I want to play The Long Dark. I want to play the original Turok. I need to play The Witcher 2 at some point, the original Moonlighter. And then there's all these other retro games. Like I need to play Final Fantasy 6. I need to play Castlevania 64. I need to play Halo 4. The next Kirby game, the next Mario game, the next Mega Man game. So I may jump into some of those in the next 4 days and just play one of those. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm excited to get into it, at least to get into some of them. All right, that's it. If you're still here and you watched the whole video, or even if you watched the very end, thank you. I appreciate you. It really does mean a lot to me. I will see you on the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.